This is WNEP TV 16, the news station. Now, Nolan Johannes, Karen Harch, Jack Ruland in Skycam 16, meteorologist Tom Clark with his backyard forecast, and Tim Carlson Sports. This is Newswatch 16.
Steamtown officials in Scranton have new hope tonight that the Rail Museum will get the National Historic Site designation and federal funds after all. You heard Congressman Joe McDade, a Newswatch 16 update from Washington last night, describe how the action was approved by a joint House-Senate committee and then the House yesterday. The Senate is expected to take up the bill tonight or tomorrow. They're working on fiscal matters today. The whole bill funds all government operations and totals $500 billion. $20 million of it would go to Steamtown to fund the operation of the National Museum Park and to rebuild the rail roundhouse in Scranton. When the Senate okays it, it will go to the president for his signature. But while Steamtown is ecstatic over the Washington happenings, one city official has reservations about the federal dollars solving Steamtown's financial problems. Ridership on the excursion runs to Moscow is down 45% this year, and the federal help is for building the museum, not funding the excursion or taking care of the tracks. Scranton Controller Joseph Reifus is worried about the $1 million loan the city has guaranteed Steamtown to extend the tracks to the Poconos from Moscow.
We, being the task force, feel as though the numbers are not there for the Steamtown to survive. You're talking two separate entities. You're talking a museum entity and you're talking the Steamtown excursion ride.
Steamtown officials could not be reached this afternoon for comment on Reifus's concerns.
State money for a professional baseball stadium in our area is in the works. Applications are being made out now by the Stadium Authority so that up to $4 million can be applied to the cost of the new stadium, now being started on Montage Mountain in Moosic. The stadium itself must be redesigned because the bids for the original design turned out to be twice the $9 million expected cost. Redesign will not begin until officials know for sure that the state money is okayed. That would mean a total of $13 million could be planned on for the new stadium, but there's no word on when the state might come through with the okay for that extra $4 million grant. When Newswatch 16 continues, seniors return to class in a strike-torn school district. We'll tell you what they think about it.
Plus, Jerry Gartenberg will have a warning for credit card holders and what to do about phony charges.
I never know what to buy.
Oh, really? I just asked Kenneth.
Kenneth?
You, Kenneth, is it all right for me to take this with my prescription medicine?
Let's ask AccuPhase.
AccuPhase knows me personally.
That's A-okay, Mrs. Gray. By the way, better not drive while you're taking this.
Don't worry. I'll have Ricardo pick me up.
Ricardo?
AccuPhase, just one more reason Phase is not your average drugstore.
Obviously.
Ah, poor soul, torn between the shrimp, fish, or chicken, eh? Ah, shrimp, fish, or chicken. Yes, I too have faced that dilemma. My advice? Combination meals.
Well, thanks,
yes, sir. Long John's combines our favorites and now features the ultimate shrimp, fish, and chicken dinner at one great price. So, stand tall and order with confidence.
I already did. Long John Silver's.
Any suggestions? Ah, sounds good to me.
Seniors only reported to class today at the Shamokin Area High School despite a strike by teachers. As Newswatch 16's Bob Costantini reports from Northumberland County, it was anything but a normal school day.
School officials told seniors to report despite the strike so substitutes could teach them. That way they would graduate on time with the required days of school. This is English class, 150 students in the auditorium instead of 20 to 30 in small classrooms.
This is one of the two regular classes most of the seniors are attending for the day. The principal says by Monday he would like to have enough substitutes to hold 5 regular class periods and perhaps split some of those classes into smaller groups.
Joseph Swatsky admits the situation is not the best.
The students are receiving legitimate instruction, and for the activities that are being planned and are going on, this is the kind of thing that can be done with a large group. It's not something that we would do on a day-to-day basis.
We don't need math classes. We need the attention that our teachers give us.
During hours of free time, some students go outside to see striking teachers at Shamokin Area High School.
Yeah, there's nothing to do inside. We only have a study hall. They don't care what we do.
They don't have the proper faculty to take care of us in there.
A couple seniors saying the district can't possibly provide quality education with lecture hall classes carry homemade signs on the picket line.
because I guess somebody has to take a stand and it has to start sometime. So I just hope some of the other students realize what's going on.
Bob Costantini, Newswatch 16, near Shamokin.
And we have mentioned to you that Jerry Gardberg have an Action 16 report on credit cards. Because of our late-breaking stories tonight, we'll be unable to bring you Action 16 tonight. We will, however, in a time very soon.
But the Weather Watch is next with Tom Clark.
Yeah, boy, I kind of wish it would get back to 70 again. It'd be nice. Well, when we come back, I'll tell you if there's any chance of a warm-up this weekend. You're watching Newswatch 16 on WNEP TV. We're proud to serve Paxinus and all of Northumberland County.
Yeah, I know. Susan tried to get me to shop in another store. But when I think of the prices I get at Acme, the variety of fresh fruit and vegetables, and the way they treat me, I wouldn't think of shopping anywhere else. I don't know why anyone would.
This week, Acme is having an apple sale. Eastern Red Delicious are just 38 cents a pound. You'll also find great prices on Washington State Golden Delicious and California Granny Smith apples. And there's a half-price sale on all pantyhose this Friday and Saturday at Acme.
Dear McDonald's, letters are my life. So believe me, the letters McD, L, and T don't do your scrumptious burger justice. It's not just lettuce and tomato. It's the works. Come on. Spell it out. Love, Vanna White.
Whatever you say, Vanna. So call it the hot side hot, cool side cool, every delicious thing you could want on a hamburger. Or just call it McDLT, the one with the works.
Well, let's find out what those weather factors are that are going to treat us to a nice fall weekend. How about it, Tom?
Yeah, almost, Nolan. Nice try, anyway. Doesn't look like any warm-up is on the way, folks, for the next few days. Still cloudy in the backyard now. It looks like it could snow any moment, but it won't do that. But speaking of snow, if you don't know already, our snowblower contest is underway once again. And the first prize is your choice of either a heavy-duty 5-horsepower John Deere snowblower or, on the left, a smaller 3-horsepower snowblower. And after the first prize winner picks the winner of the second prize, will get the other snowblower. Third prize is this 18-inch chainsaw. And the fourth prize is a gasoline-powered leaf blower. Kind of nice. Now, here's how to enter. On a postcard or on the back of an envelope, put your name, address, telephone number, and the exact date and nearest full hour when you think the one continuous snowfall will have left 1 full inch of snow in the WNEP TV backyard. For example, 10 a.m. or 9 a.m. Now, we won't open letters, so please put your guess on the back of a postcard or an envelope, and please print. You can mail your entry to Snowblower Contest, WNEP TV, Wilkes-Barre Scranton Airport, Avoca, Pennsylvania, 18641. And please don't forget to include your phone number. In case of a tie, a drawing will be held from all correct entries. I got some Weather Watcher reports for you tonight. Joe Cavalier in Renovo, Clinton County, cloudy skies and 50 out his way. Neil Weiser in Bloomsburg, Columbia County, 52 and cloudy. And up there in Falls, Amy White reports 50 under cloudy skies. In the backyard now, we have a cool temperature of 51 degrees, humidity 61%, the wind from the west at 4, and the barometer is holding steady at 30.01. inches of mercury. 52 and 45 the range today, 28 the record low for this date, and we hit 63 for a high a year ago. And there's a view today of some of the fall colors along Route 487 near Elysburg. Our cloud photo sequence today shows another band of clouds approaching from the Great Lakes. And this is an infrared satellite view, which is a picture of the temperature of the clouds. And this brighter band here shows some colder cloud tops where the clouds are a little bit thicker and where there is some light rain falling now out ahead of this front that is moving our way. It's a slow mover, and as you can see, a lot of clouds behind this line. But our weather for the weekend coming down from the north once again. This is a strong Canadian high, and it will dominate our weather right through Saturday with a kind of a chilly northeasterly wind, but it should be a rain-free weekend without any snow as we see it now. So don't write in and say, you know, there's going to be an inch of snow this Saturday, okay? No stars tonight. The moon may try to peek through at times, and maybe a light sprinkle later tonight, but no heavy rain tonight. 40 for the low in Towanda. Damascus 41, Mountaintop 39 the low tomorrow morning. And in Paxinus, 43, Jersey Shore about 40. The wind will be shifting to the north late tonight. Here's the sunrise time for a Friday morning. 7:17 for sunrise, 6:20 sunset tomorrow. It'll stay cloudy overnight, 40, 51, a cold, raw day tomorrow. Mostly cloudy skies, some sun may try to peek through. On Saturday, not too bad, partly sunny skies, 53, again below normal with temperatures. Sunshine on Sunday and Monday. I'm beginning to have my doubts about Indian summer this year.
Hang in there.
Boy, okay.
I mean, if you give up, what are we going to do?
I'm hoping.
Okay.
Thanks, Tom.
And Tim Carlson is next with the Sports Watch. Tonight, the players' reaction to yesterday's pennant-winning games.
Plus, our sports star of the week, a little guy who came up with a big performance.
Kelly asks, why settle for a good tire when you can get a great tire? And why settle for expensive when you can get a good deal? In fact, why settle at all? Get a good deal on a great tire with Kelly.
Get a good deal at Jack Williams Tire and Auto Service Centers on the great Navigator 600 and all-season steel-belted radio with a new generation tread and outlying black sidewall lettering.
Kelly Tires, a good deal on a great tire.
Save on quality hardware and tools during the Pro Fall Sale. Over 200 super values, like Liquid Nails Construction Adhesive, Bond's most common building materials, Pro priced at just 99 cents. Lufkin's 33-foot tape measure with the exclusive teardrop case for comfort is Pro priced at $12.99. And from Schlage, easy-to-install entry locks, Pro priced at $12.99, with a $3 rebate for one, $5 for two. Sale ends October 18th at these and other participating Pro Lumber, Home Center, and hardware stores.
Well, now that we have a little bit of a break in baseball, let's talk football.
And you know what happens when people talk about football? What do you think of? Big players, right?
Normally, yeah.
Okay, right. Most people think football players have to be big in size to excel in the sport. But this week's Sports Star disproves that theory. John Evans has more on Jeff Kopinski, one of the smallest football players in this area who's been a big contributor to his team's undefeated season.
Jeff Kopchinski has had a career of big games at Freeland High School, but last week against Bishop O'Reilly, the senior quarterback went one better. He passed for 395 yards, but that was just the beginning. He also threw for 3 touchdowns, scored one himself on a 1-yard run, threw 3 two-point conversions, and even kicked an extra point. Kopchinski accounted for 31 of the Whippets' 37 points in the win. Not bad for a 5'5", 150-pound kid who originally wasn't a quarterback.
Zeb was a halfback a year and a half ago, and we needed a quarterback, and he was a halfback on our team, and he said, let me give you the shot. And, well, the rest is history. He's done so well at it. He's such a very good athlete, a versatile athlete. He can play almost any position.
I wanted to be a fullback. I came down first day of practice when I was a sophomore. Coach asked me what I wanted to be. He said, why don't you be a quarterback? I said, okay, I'll try.
Jeff's performance was good enough to put him in the USA Today's High School Honor Roll, which highlights excellent high school performances across the country. In his 15-game quarterbacking career, Zeb, as he's called, has passed for over 2,500 yards and 28 touchdowns. Putting his height aside, he relies on natural talent and on the help of his teammates.
The offensive line is mostly credited because give me all the time in the world. I got great backs and ends that could catch the ball no matter where you put it.
Zeb, one of the best performances not only in our area but in the nation. I mentioned in USA Today, but you're also the WNEP TV Sports Star of the Week. Congratulations.
Thank you.
Well, I think maybe Met fans felt a bit cheated yesterday, not by the thrilling 16-inning win over the Astros to take the National League pennant, but the little time ABC spent in the locker room celebration. Of course, that happened because the game ran so long and almost into the Red Sox-Angels game. So, just to make you feel better, Met fans, here's some more of what your guys said after the game.
And then the other time we got the run and they come back and tie us. That shows their character. I mean, each game, except for game 2, was hanging in the balance, could have gone either way.
Well, they're a bunch of nice guys, and especially my rookie year, I heard how they, the rookies get treated, but they treat me real good and taught me a lot of things and helped me, pitch the hitters, and we had a nice time. It's like a family,
I'm elated. I'm excited. I'm happy. I don't know how many other adjectives I can use to describe what a great feeling it is, but it's been 12 years now, and I'm not going to trade this in for anything else in the whole world.
And no, I haven't forgotten the Red Sox fans. Your guys were just as happy to win the American League pennant. They were celebrating in the halls of Old Fenway last night.
Like any teams of the past, you can put all that stuff behind you because we've got a lot of intestinal fortitude and true grit.
I'm excited inside, but, you know, I have to answer your questions. Yeah, I'm very pleased and very proud, and I love it.
And no surprise at all. Before you even get it out of your mouth, there was no surprise. We had to win, and we won. The only surprises I received, I got a home run. I got a hit.
Never seen Jim Rice like that. By the way, the odds makers have tabbed the Mets 11-5 favorites to beat the Red Sox in the World Series. Oh. Yes, I'll be sticking the neck out tomorrow night. Tell you who I like.
Oh, we have to wait.
True grit.
Yeah,
right?
true grit.
Yeah.
See you later.
The Luzerne County Folk Festival is just getting underway at the Kingston Armory.
And we'll share in the fun live as Newswatch 16 continues.
Nissan Pathfinder, a new approach to four-wheel drive vehicles. Sporty and aerodynamic, the Pathfinder combines the fun and versatility of four-wheel drive with the civilized comfort of a luxury sedan. See the new Nissan Pathfinders at these Northeast Nissan dealers. Larry Hare in Williamsport, Fred Schuler Wilkes-Barre, Bradley Lawless Granton, Abelhoff Nissan Stroudsburg, and Solt Motors Lehighton.
The name is Nissan.
What can I get you?
What'll you have?
Down home flavor.
What'll you have?
Country flavor. Give me a Pabst Blue Ribbon, Pabst Blue Ribbon beer. I demand the taste and savor. I demand real true blue flavor. In Pabst Blue Ribbon beer.
Finally tonight, a celebration of our area's ethnic heritage.
The Luzerne County Folk Festival just kicked off about a half hour ago at the Kingston Armory. And that's where Newswatch 16's Mark Anik is live right now. Mark?
Karen, you know, when people talk about our area, one of the things they talk about is the ethnic flavor. There is a little bit of everything, almost sort of a United Nations when you look at the ethnic makeup of this valley. This weekend, it's a chance to get a taste of that ethnic flavor, literally. It's the 11th annual Luzerne County Folk Festival. Just got underway a few moments ago. What you're seeing going on the stage right behind me, some of the music and dance that is a part of this festival. There are 4 days of events here, 4 days of music, of dance, of arts and crafts. You can see at the Kingston Armory here, there are all sorts of booths set up. There are arts and crafts, all sorts of ethnic displays to help us be proud of our heritage, and I guess that's what this is all about. And of course, the most important thing I guess I want to mention is when we were talking about ethnic flavor, well, literally, there's a lot of that here. There is some great food, and we hope to get a taste of that before we leave. The festival runs 6 to 10 tonight and tomorrow, 1 to 10 on Saturday, and 12 to 7 on Sunday. So if you have a chance sometime today, tomorrow, sometime this weekend, get down here to the Kingston Armory, enjoy a little bit of our ethnic heritage. And I mentioned the food. We're going to go over and enjoy some of that right now. I'm Mark Anik, Newswatch 16, live with the Instacam in Kingston. Karen, Nolan?
Had to bring up food twice in that
Always.
report.
They always talk food when we're hungry for dinner.
That's Newswatch 16 for tonight.
Be sure to join us tonight on The Update when we'll follow another candidate on the campaign trail.
World News Tonight is next. For the team, thank you for joining us.
Enjoy your evening.
When you see news in the making, Newswatch 16 wants to hear from you. Call 1-800-533-NEWS, toll free from anywhere in Pennsylvania. Call 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. 1-800-533-NEWS.